hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, chemo sabi. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, chemo sabi. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army. Going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. So they like, damn, man, you cut up. There's nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Ooh, Kimo Sabe got this bitch off the hand. Got this juice, got this drip. About to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, Kimo Sabe. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit.
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settle and see. You locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside where soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fuckers scared some. Get the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow Air Ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit. Lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third. Lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all steppin', kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5 but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS, a mean right. That's mean right, we build different, you know the vibes. And we stamped it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a kind. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowin' by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoking, so we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, Kimo Sabe. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit.
Check out my style. I fall from a lane, girl. Watch me put it down, baby. She on the road, kick it around in my coupe. Me and you just cruising through the town lately. Ask you some questions, girl, do you mind? What will it take to make you mine, please? Tell me be you and we can try. So I spit true, I change the whole theme. Check out my style. I fall from a lane, girl. Watch me put it down, baby. She on the road, kick it around in my coupe. Me and you just cruising through the town lately. Ask you some questions, girl, do you mind? What will it take to make you mine, please? Tell me be you and we can try. So I spit true, I change the whole thing. No, I ain't giving up. I made an oath, I ain't giving up. Whoa, we on the phone getting spiritual. Then I remix the flow, getting in the check out my style. I'll fall from my lane, girl. Watch me put it down, baby. She on the road, kick it around in my coupe. Me and you just cruising through the town lately. Ask me some questions, girl, do you mind? What would it take to make you mine, please? Tell me be you and we can try. So I spit true, I change the whole thing. Check out my style. I'm far from a lane, girl, just watch me put it down, baby. She on the road, can get around in my coupe. Me and you, we just cruising through the town lately. Ask me some questions, girl, do you mind? What would it take to make you mine, please? Tell me be you and we can try. So I spit true,
choo. I change the whole thing. Check out my style. I'm far from a lane, girl, just let me put it down, baby. She wanna roll, kick it around in my coupe. Me and you, we just cruising through the town lately. Ask me some questions, girl, do you mind? What would it take to make it mine, please? Tell me be you and we can try. So I spit choo-choo, I change the whole thing. No, I ain't giving up. No, I made an oath, I ain't giving up. Hey, we on the phone getting spiritual, and I remix the flow, getting in the air. Check out my style. I'm far from a lane, girl, just watch me put it down, baby. She on the road, can get around in my coupe. Me and you, we just cruising through the town lately. Ask me some questions, girl, do you mind? What would it take to make it mine, please? Tell me be you, and we can try. So I spit choo-choo, I taste the whole thing. No, I ain't giving up. Hey, I made an oath, I ain't giving up. Whoa, we on the phone getting spiritual, and then I remix the flow, getting in the
Hey, shalom. We're about to get started. All right, Salaki, I'm just getting all the social media platforms set up. All right, we're live on TikTok. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. All right, just getting the different social media platforms set up. All right, just give me 1 more minute, and we'll get right into the class. All right.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that bygone be. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to prop. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I tell you once, won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up on parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Know that it's golden in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion.
Hey, shalom, Adawan Yabashim Shabbat.
Hey, Shalom, priest Yabashim Shabbat. Can you hear me?
Concert, Salaki, I'm trying to get this TikTok on the stream here.
Okay, you could do that?
Yeah, concert. That's what's playing on the screen right now.
Okay, come.
So what I'm gonna do, Salaki, Adawan, can you jump in on TikTok?
Yeah, that's what I was about to do, but hold on. Because we're gonna have a reverb, right?
God. Yeah, so what I was gonna do is if you can come in on TikTok, I'm just gonna stream TikTok on StreamYard so that I can mute the StreamYard.
Okay, the most high Christ, all right, no sweat.
Are you able to go live on TikTok?
Yeah, Con. I'm on my way right now.
Okay, Khan. Yeah, I'm gonna take us off the screen on StreamYard.
Con.
Okay, let's get started. All right. So again, this is Monday night history class. All right. And shalom to everybody. The shalom to all the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We say Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Barakathum to all the brothers. And we say Yahweh Shamar Alatha Bashim Yahweh Shai to all the sisters. All right. I am Priest and Officer Shar Yawan under Commanding General YAHANNA. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, which was started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. All right. If you're tuned in with us on YouTube, all right, make sure you hit those sign-in links. We got the sign-in links in the chat. Okay, and before the class ends, we will have the sign-out links in the chat. All right, so make sure you sign in and sign out. Okay, quick shout out to the chat on YouTube. Shalom, Nazam Anna. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shemar Thamba Shemar Shai. For what if you're tuning in. Okay, TikTok. Everybody tuned in with us on TikTok. Thawada, which means thank you in the Hebrew, for tuning in with us. All right, if you have any questions throughout the class, go ahead and ask your questions. Of course, TikTok, I know you guys like to go wild with your comments and all that, so feel free to comment. All right, you got any questions? We'll take your questions. All right, and yeah, any comments you got, of course, put them in the comments. And so again, shout out to all of you who are tuned in with us on TikTok. So let's get into it. Today is Monday night history class, every Monday night. For our YouTube followers, you already know we're live every Monday night. All right, we're going to start going live on TikTok as well. So every Monday night is history class, and we're teaching and breaking down the history of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans here in Canada, and how it pertains to us and how it pertains to our records being the Bible. All right. As we speak English, the 1611 King James Bible is the most accurate translation, the most accurate English translation that we have. All right, so we're going to be reading out of the 1611 King James Bible. All right. And so today we're continuing on with where we left off last week. We were speaking about Christmas. All right, we were speaking about the history of Christmas, right, where it comes from, why people are celebrating it today. All right, so lucky one sec. Request is on TikTok.
So like,
Here we go. Hey, Con, I got you, other one. We got Montreal in the building.
got Musa and Christ.
Okay, so yeah, so just I'm just gonna leave the live TikTok on so we can mute StreamYard. Okay, that way we don't have any echo in there. Let me double check.
So like, Priest, can you hear me?
Con, I can hear you.
Okay, Con. It should be to what right now?
Con. It just dropped for a sec. Okay, we're good. So again, this is Monday night history class. Let's dive right into it. Okay, so we got an article that we're gonna get into. Again, we're continuing on where we left off last week. All right, breaking down the origins of Christmas. Okay, why we celebrate it. Okay, why we're celebrating it today, and the reason I'm going to talk about it again today is because, right, we got Christmas around the corner. We got people going wild in the streets over Christmas. I know I went out to go buy some bed sheets, and I stood in a line of about 100 people just trying to get some sheets. You understand? And it was just reminding me of what a lot of people are doing in the world. Okay, and so Christmas, all right, if you don't already know, Christmas goes against the Most High. Christmas does the Most High does not want you celebrating Christmas. The Most High does not want you celebrating any of these holidays that they have here in Canada. Okay, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, Valentine's Day, all these different things that we celebrate as a people, these things go against God. Okay. Matter of fact, you can start in the book of Amos chapter 5 and verse 21. That's a good place to start. And in Amos chapter 5 verse 21, it says, the Lord hates our feast days. Okay, he hates our feast days, and he will not smell it. He will not smell in our solemn assemblies, right? Just paraphrasing. And so what that means is that, and what that's letting you know is that the Most High is against Christmas. The Most High is against any feast day that is found outside of the Bible, found outside of the records that we have as a people. You understand? And when you go to the Old Testament, you go to the book of Leviticus chapter 23, you'll see where the Lord has his feast days, right? Let me pull that up really quick. Leviticus chapter 23. Leviticus 23, and I believe verse 2, it lets you know exactly what the Lord's feast days are. This is Leviticus 23 and verse 2. It says, speak unto the children of Israel. And when it says speak unto the children of Israel, this was Moses. Understand? Moses, a black man, a brother from the tribe of Levi, which today we would know as majority being who we call today Haitians. This brother, right, he was speaking to the children of Israel. The Most High was commanding Moses to tell Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that these are things that you should do, right? He said, and say unto them, concerning the feasts of the Lord, right? So very simply, how you separate what the feasts of the Lord are versus what the holidays and the feasts that we have in this world are is just through reading through this Bible, through reading through Leviticus chapter 23, because the Lord has feast days, right? So in context, when he says in Amos 5 verse 21 that he hates our feast days, you understand? He's letting you know that he hates Christmas, because Christmas is not found anywhere in the Bible. Understand? You're not going to find people celebrating. You're not going to see anywhere where the children of Israel, you understand, were known for doing a good thing for celebrating Christmas, right? You don't see it in Leviticus 23 where God commanded the children of Israel to celebrate Christmas, right? Matter of fact, he said in the book of Jeremiah that this is a celebration that we're not supposed to take part in, right? And so, of course, Officer Addy, anytime you want to jump in, feel free to jump in, right? But just giving a little context to, again, what we're going to be getting into, because we have an article, or I got an article from, we have an article from the Canadian Encyclopedia letting you know exactly the origins of Christmas in Canada, right? And so some of the things I find interesting today is that it's almost laughable that people don't know the origins of Christmas today. You understand? I just did a quick Google search. I just typed Christmas in Canada. And right off the jump, typing Christmas in Canada, what popped up? The Canadian Encyclopedia, telling us exactly the origins of Christmas, right? So we're going to get into the article because history is very important. You understand? History is very important, and we know that history continues to repeat itself. And so if we want to make some good decisions here in this life, understand, we want to look at where people had success and where people failed, right? We want to see where Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans had success as a people, success as a nation, and we want to understand their downfall. Yeah. Salaki also earlier, if you could, maybe if you see any comments or questions on TikTok, let me see if I can run through some of the questions really quick. All right, I want to try to stay on topic.
So like a priest, there was a sister, I believe, in the Coco Blast face. I don't know if that's a sister or brother.
Con,
You understand? Say what was that around our neck? That's the name
okay,
of David. That would die in the real Hebrew, right? So that's what's around our neck. You understand? And if you want to say, like a lot of Christians, you understand, coming from the Christian church, want to say, well, this is the star of Molech. That's not what the star of Molech is. You know what I'm saying? I suggest you get in class. But what I could tell you though, and you could come back to us with Google snowflake. Does it have the same shape? And if it does, did God create the star of Molech? If it is the star of Molech, you understand? That's what I would tell you. So, like, go ahead.
con, no sweat. Right. And so, yeah, so like it's gonna be hard for me. Maybe I should just pay attention to my TikTok.
Yeah,
So I'm looking
good.
at my screen, trying to get used to this. Okay, so yeah, so that's exactly what's around my neck, right? It's the signet of David, the signature of David, right? The Maganda Wada, the shield of David. It's his signature, right? We see that all throughout history. We see the Maganda Wada posted everywhere throughout our records, throughout our history. Right? So, getting into this article, right? So this is an article I got from the Canadian
So,
Encyclopedia,
so,
right?
like a piece.
Yeah.
If I may, there's another question from John Marshall, which he had two questions. He has a bunch of questions. You understand? But he asked how many brutality, how many police brutality protests y'all had? You understand? That's one of the questions. And the other question that he had, you understand, was, well, he has a bunch. Any child against any protest against child hunger. You understand? And do you have mental health services? You wanna take it away?
Okay, Con. So let me go through some of these. Let me go through some of these questions. All right. Like I said, I know TikTok gets wild. I didn't want to get too far off topic, but let's go. Let's go through some of these, right? So I see Coco Blast. We got your question answered. Uh, John Marsh. How many police brutality protests y'all had? How many police brutality protests have we had, John? We have protests 6, 7 days of the week, every day, right? Every Saturday, you're going to see brothers in my school in the I.S.U.P.K protesting police brutality. We do not support it. You understand? Matter of fact, we encourage our people not to join the police force. Don't join the police force and don't continue on the oppression of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. What else? Wearing, my guys, right? We're wearing our priestly attire, right? We are representing our culture, the culture of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Any reading or literacy initiatives in the school?
Salaka, please, if I may.
Go ahead.
All right. For police brutality, right? Just like Officer Shawan being, you know what I'm saying, being stating, we are out there, you understand, every Saturdays. We're in the streets. We have classes. We have programs, you understand, like, you understand, for every so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Indian. And you want to say, do we protest for child hunger? We don't protest for child hunger. We feed the poor. You understand? We go out there and feed the poor. Literally go out there. When the Haitians, which I am myself, the tribe of Levi, were you understand, down south in you understand, Texas, getting whipped just like they're slave by the you understand by the border patrol. The I.S.U.P.K was over there, you understand, feeding those Asian kids, babies, you understand, men and women. Where were you? You understand? Now that's something that you understand that a lot of you want to say, well, what are you guys doing? What about you? What are you doing? You understand? That's the question I want to ask. You understand? Because we are all over, you understand, the internet. The other day we was in New York feeding the poor. You understand? A bunch of men, I understand, over 100 men, you understand, from our school feeding the poor. What are you doing, John Marshall? You understand?
Yes, a lot the other one. I mean, I couldn't even take that question so seriously. You know what I mean? I see him asking a whole bunch of questions, and to me, it appears like you almost belittle the protesting of police brutality.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you sitting there in the chat asking 20 different questions. You want to talk about police brutality? Let's really talk about it. You know what I mean? It's not a joke seeing what uh, these what's the word? These Caucasians and oppressors are doing to us in these streets. It's not a joke. You understand? We just did a class 2 days ago about a police officer over in Whitby who beat a brother's eye out of his socket. Literally beat an eye out of his socket. And we're sitting here bringing out these stories and giving people the answers, you understand, on how to get out of these different situations. And it's not a joke to us. You understand? Like, let's really talk about police brutality. Let's really fix the issue. You understand? That's all we do every single day, 24 hours, 7 days a week. That's all we do in the I.S.U.P.K. But you want to sit here and ask 50 different questions. I don't even know how to take you seriously. And these different questions that you're asking, some of these things about mental health services and voting rights, these are serious problems in the Black, Hispanic, and Native American community. You understand? And we absolutely have the solution to all these questions. Salakia.
Salaki, if I may add to what you were saying, yes, because we gotta entertain TikTok as well. Like this Saturday, I just went, you understand, to a like, you understand, like a happy life brother party, or what, you understand, celebration of life of a brother, because while he was in jail wrongfully, and while he was in jail, he was unalive inside of the jail wrongfully by the, you understand, by the security guard, or you understand, the officers that's in there. They unalive him. You understand? And we had to go face the mother. We had to go tell the mother, you understand, sorry for your loss. You understand? Console the mother. You understand? She's thinking about a son that was unalive. We have to do that. You understand? We have to go face the sister and be like, you know what? He will come back again. You understand? And we have to go to the community and speak, well, you know what? We have a better way to do it, you understand, and to move. Meanwhile, you on TikTok, you understand, you thank God, you understand, you have TikTok and you have a voice, but you're not doing a goddamn thing. We are the one that's actually doing work and putting in work, you understand, on the ground in the ISUPK. Nobody else. You understand? Nobody else outside of the UPK is doing what we're doing over here, man. You understand? Meanwhile, you on TikTok, you joking, you doing this. We actually doing what's necessary, man. You understand? You better get to know Salaki, please.
Can't throw out other one. Right?
Exactly.
Keep going in these questions, right? I see Imminent. Imminent says, or she got a comment, right? He or she has a comment, says, Jesus Christ is God. Right? Jesus Christ is not God. Jesus Christ is not a schizophrenic. You understand? All through Salaki, all through his time on earth, you understand? He's sitting here praying to his father, wasn't praying to himself. Salaki, you understand?
Good.
You had brothers come up to Christ saying, you understand, calling Christ good, saying that Christ, you understand, like the things you're doing here on earth, you understand, are a very honorable, respectable thing. And what did Christ say to him? Christ said, "Nah, I'm not good. There's only one that's good. That is God." You understand? Christ was paying reverence to his Father. You understand? Christ was humble. He had a humble spirit, and he was saying only the Most High is pure. Only the Most High is good. Right? You see in Corinthians, you see where it says the head of Christ is God, meaning Christ has a head. Christ has somebody who's over him. So Jesus Christ is not God. Right? Right? They say Jesus loves you. Repent and believe the gospel. Oh. Yeah, damn right Christ loves us. Right, I'll move on from that comment. Right, John, again, you got more questions. I don't even know why you got 50 questions in here. Right, Shalom from Coco. Right, I know you had asked earlier, sis. I believe you're a sister. You asked about the Maganda Wadad, Shalom. We say shalom, right? Shalom. Right, that's the correct way to say shalom in our language. Right? The correct way to greet somebody in our language. Eminent, yeah, ain't even gonna talk about you. We got a question from Be Kind Rewind. Right, Salakia, maybe you want to take this one. I haven't read it yet. It said, have you ever considered your self-soothing with grandiose narratives? Maybe we can go on from that.
So, like, I'm not seeing the question.
I'm gonna keep going down. Don't worry about that question. Coco asked, "Is the signet a lily?" You want to answer that, sir? Want to take that?
The lily.
He's asking, "Is the signet a lily?"
Well, the lily is part of our culture as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, you could find that in the Apocrypha where you know what I'm saying, say God favorite flower is the lily.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You could find that in the Apocrypha as well. You know what I'm saying? But it is not a lily. You know what I'm saying? It is not a lily flower, even though it has the same shape. And this is where I was coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, God created that shape all over this universe. You understand? You have the lily, you have snowflake, you have water molecules that you drink as well. When they freeze the water and you see the molecule, it has that shape. Go look it up. You understand? But that is not that. This is the name of David, the signet of David, which is Dawadah in the Hebrew. All right. And Christ is gonna come and sit on the throne of David. You understand? This is you understand you understand of a shield. You understand the shield of Israel, the shield of Zion that the Jewish men took or the Amalekites took, you understand, and they're using it for whatever. You understand? Meanwhile, it belongs to you, so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian. Before the so-called oppressor came over here, the Native Indian had the sign on them. You could look this up. You understand why? Because that's the name of David, right? So, like a priest.
Concept, the water for that. And if I could add one small thing, and one thing too, sis, a signet just means signature, right? So when you look in history, right, King David, he had a signature. And so you might see in old times where they would take a ring, right? They'd take a ring that's on their finger and they would burn some wax, right? They would burn some wax, and in that wax, they would have a symbol of whatever they wanted to imprint on a letter. And so they would take their ring, they would dip it in the wax, and then they would stamp it on a letter so that people knew once they had this letter that this is the king's signature on it. You would see the king's stamp, right? That's a signet, a signature. Okay, and so this shield. When I said it was a signet, it's just letting you know that this was his signature. You understand? He may have stamped this on the letter, but even more than that, you see this symbol all throughout our different artifacts and temples and different things like that, because King David, you understand, had such an important seat for us in our nation. Let me keep going. For now, just going down the comments.
Yeah, brother said Rachel Jackson said, "Is that a Christmas tree in the picture?" Yeah, it is, and that's what we're gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying, like the Christmas tree. You know what I'm saying, this is not our establishment as well. You understand? You go to anywhere in this empire, you're gonna have like Christmas ornaments and whatnot. So that's why we talk about it. All right. Running Whiteley say Jesus claimed to be God every time. Nah, they just did not claim to be God. You just don't understand Jesus' word. You understand? You just do not understand what Jesus says. You know what I'm saying? This is why these classes are necessary.
And if I could, Ronnie Whitley, you say if Jesus claimed to be God several times, I got a question for you. Who was he praying to?
Right?
Who was Christ praying to? Was he praying to himself? That's a question I have for you.
Yeah.
Right. Another question from user says, "Why do you guys always wear costumes?" Serious question.
It ain't that serious. We have regular clothes on. We have regular clothes on, man. Man. So Salakia, there's a question down there that's a user nine some, right? Say Jesus say I am. You don't seem to understand. The question I have for you: did you ever say I am? This question, this type of question are retarded for real. Like Jesus said I am.
Okay.
Have you ever said I am? Yeah, good night.
Okay. Ronnie Salakia. Ronnie Whitley said, "Are you guys Hebrew Israelites?" Understand? Hebrew Israelite, we're absolutely Hebrew Israelites. That is a very awkward way to name somebody's nationality. We are Israelites. Understand? That's the nation that we descend from. That's the nation that we are. We Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans descend from a man named Jacob. You understand? Whose later name was changed to Israel. And so we are Israelites, and Hebrew is a language. You understand? Hebrew is a language that our ancestors spoke. And I think that's it for the question. So let's get into this article. Right? Again, I know TikTok, you guys like to ask 1,000,001 questions. Right? But let's try to stay on topic, right? So again, this is so this article is from the Canadian Encyclopedia. Okay, I'm just going to read through some of it. The Canadian Encyclopedia says Christmas is celebrated in various ways in contemporary Canada. In particular, it draws from the French, British, and American traditions. Right? So right from the jump, right, the Canadian Encyclopedia is letting you know that this tradition comes from the French, British, and American traditions, which is letting you know, Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, this tradition is not a part of your culture.
Mm-hmm.
This tradition is something that the people who enslaved you here in Canada were doing. The people who came over to Canada and kicked the natives off their land, forced you on reservations, purchased black slaves from the Caribbean islands, from southern parts of North America, North and South Central America. They purchased slaves and brought you up here to Canada. This was the tradition of your slave master. This is the tradition of, you understand, the people who oppress you to this day. Right? User says, I am before Abraham.
So like, can I, you want me to get that?
Yeah, kind of. So go ahead.
All right, that, you know what I'm saying. User 9 something. Was it? Is it not reading? You know what I'm saying. Is it not in the scripture that Christ is the firstborn of all creation? Oh, maybe if he's the firstborn, then he's before Abraham. You understand? Maybe it's not like you think, you know what I'm saying, like he's saying he's God. If he's the firstborn of all creation, maybe he's before Abraham. Was God born? Was God created? Christ is saying he's created. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, Paul saying Christ is created. He's the firstborn of all creation. That's in the scriptures. So was God created? Okay. You don't understand the Bible. And this is why we have these classes, all right? So like, go ahead.
So if I could add, for a user, you say that God told Moses, I am. Go to the book of Exodus chapter 3 and verse 15. Because in Exodus 3 and 14, he says, I am that I am.
Mm-hmm.
But in Exodus chapter 3 and verse 15, he calls himself Yahweh. He doesn't call himself I am. So who is Yahweh, user? That's my question to you. Who is Yahweh? Whose name is that? Is that the name of the Most High? Or is the name of the Most High I am? Salaki.
So like I was gonna go like Dave Chappelle. That N word said I am all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He says I am all the time. Are you God? You know what I'm saying? You say I am in your sentence right now. I'm not a fool. Are you God? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? People gotta wake up, man, for real.
Yeah, so like, people do not understand the Bible, and this is why the I.S.U.P.K. Is really this is why we say we are the home of the truth. You understand? Right. The I.S.U.P.K. is the only place on earth authorized to teach the Bible. You Christians don't know a damn thing about the Bible. You guys think that the name of God is I am. You guys do not know anything about the Bible. Christians think that snakes were talking to people and there's flying dragons in the book of Revelations and talking snakes and fairies and naked babies with wings. You guys don't know a damn thing about the Bible. You really don't. You understand? And it's a sad thing, even in 2023, to continue to try to perpetuate the lies of Christianity is so nonsensical. Even this article that we're reading right now, it tells you in this article that Christians try so hard to make December 25th be the birth of Christ. I don't know how you call yourself a Christian and claim to know the Bible and all this stuff when you guys continue to perpetuate lies.
Right.
You're probably sitting inside your church today. You're probably telling your congregation, we know that Christ's birthday isn't on December 25th, but yet you guys are still going to celebrate Christmas. Christians need to leave the Bible alone. You don't know a damn thing about the Bible. Salaki.
And Salaki, for everybody on TikTok, tap that screen, man. Tap that screen. Share. Tap that screen. You got gifts, send them, man.
God. Well, let's keep going on with this article. Right? It says, Since the beginning of the 20th century, it had become the biggest annual celebration and had begun to take on the form that we recognize today. While Christmas is generally defined as the Christian celebration of the birth of Jesus, the festival has complex origins and ambiguous non-religious resonances. There it goes right there, user. Christians are still trying so hard, you understand, to hold on to these traditions. You understand? Meanwhile, if you really followed Christ, Christ told you to stay away from doctrines of devils. Christ told you to stay away from the traditions of men. But you want to sit here and celebrate Christmas in 2023. You guys don't know a damn thing about the Bible. And even if you knew anything about the Bible, you wouldn't listen to anything that the Bible told you to do. Why? Because Christians hate God. You guys hate God and you hate the Bible. So to sit here and try to teach anything about the Bible is absolutely nonsensical. Right? It says the French Noel derives from the Latin dies natalis, day of birth. Oh, Slaki, I skipped a couple things. Let me jump up. It says the origin of the name. Khan, go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead.
Khan, it says the origin of the name Christmas is the Old English Christus Mace, which means Christ Mass. The French Noel derives from the Latin dies natalis, day of birth. It says, why is Christmas on the 25th of December? Whatever the origin of the festival that is held on the 25th of December, it cannot be the celebration of the actual birth date of Jesus.
Wait a second. Priest, can you read that part once again? Matter of fact, I have it right in front of me. I'm shocked. Yo,
you see where I got this article, sir? Salaki.
Yeah, Con, I'm in the Canadian Encyclopedia. You know what I'm saying? For everybody that's on the StreamYard, YouTube, and Facebook, right? I'm gonna share that as well with y'all like this. Good night.
Come.
This should, you know what I'm saying? This should be an example of something where like everybody should bring out. And the fact that, you know what I'm saying, this should be the death of Christmas right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This should be the death of Christmas. Why? Because here it is, especially in Canada, where they tell you in your face, it is not the birthday of Christ.
God.
Like it, please.
If I may add,
Can you read that again?
Come on, concert. It's like we can stay right here for a bit if you want. It says, I'll read it from the top. It says, whatever the origins of the festival that is held on the 25th of December, it cannot be the celebration of the actual birth date of Jesus.
Good night. They're telling you, you understand, like, it is not, it cannot be the birthday of Christ. So, like, I don't want to take over, but this is powerful, man.
Come.
Understand? This is powerful.
Come on. So it's the people who, you understand, are updating this website. They're updating the information on the Canadian Encyclopedia website. You understand? They're letting you know. They were sitting in the I.S.U.P.K class, apparently.
So like we got a comment. You know what I'm saying? You got a Chucky Ellis.
Oh, come
you understand? Saying, do y'all believe in the 12 tribe is true? Well, you know what? If you don't think it is true, come and cross the line. Prove us wrong. You know what I'm saying? Every Thursday we there. A lot of views. A lot of you know what I'm saying? Came and try. and they failed, are you going to be the one that show it is not what it's supposed to be? Come on, come up. This Thursday, I better see you on Cross the Line Radio. CrossTheLine.com. Come up and show exactly it is wrong. Let's see if you got the guts. Let's see if you have the cojones, like they say in Spanish, and show that, you understand, what the 12 tribe chart is wrong. I dare you. Let's go.
That 12 tribes chart is absolutely true.
Yeah.
You understand? I would love for anybody to debunk it. You understand? The scriptures say, prove all things. That's a commandment. That's an order. You understand? You follow the Bible, prove all things.
Okay. So like Chucky Ellis said also, Dan is not on the 12 tribe chart. Dan wasn't part of the 12 tribe neither. But you know what? Dan also will fall into the Manasseh tribe. That's in the scripture. So Dan is within Manasseh.
Right.
But I know you didn't know that. Of course you did not. But you thought you knew something. Shalom.
God. Yeah, I don't know why you think we're running from comments. Salaki, we got a bunch of comments. Got no problem getting to all of them. Any questions? Put your questions in the chat. Right. Again, we're on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. You got questions? Put them in the chat. You understand? And I would love for you to prove that 12th tribe chart is wrong. I would love to see it. Right. And so I got a question for Ronnie Whitley. You say everybody knows December 25th isn't his actual birthday. So Ronnie Whitley, you understand? You've been with us for a little bit. Ronnie, answer this question for me. Do you celebrate Christmas? And are you a Christian? That's my question to you, Ronnie. Right? So again, in this article, it says, whatever the origins of the festival that is held on the 25th of December. Oh. Good night. Officer, out of here. Don't miss this. God. Ronnie Whitley says, yes and yes. Ronnie Whitley is a Christian. We got a good Christian in the chat. He is a Christian and he is celebrating Christmas. Yet he says he knows December 25th is not the birth of Christ. So my question to you, Ronnie Whitley, why do you celebrate Christmas if you know it is not the birth of Christ?
Good night.
Oh, Chucky Ellis says, don't pick on Ronnie.
I would have never said that out loud. I would have never said that out loud. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, God damn. Yo.
But
like you know it's not Christ's birthday. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? Salakia, I got something else. What are you really celebrating? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know it's not the birth of Christ. So what are you celebrating? This is crazy. Again, this is the influence of Christianity, and this is why we against Christianity and against the society and against the indoctrination in this world. Because most of our people and most people, you understand, know that what they're doing is wrong, yet they still do it.
Constant. Salakia. This is the book of Mark, chapter 7 and verse 8. It says, for laying aside the commandment of God, ye hold the tradition of men. Understand? And that's what you do, Ronnie. As you said in the chat, as you said in the comments, it's just tradition. Well, Ronnie, if you really follow Christ, you really follow this Bible, you would understand that this is a tradition of men. This is not a tradition of God. This is not a commandment of God. God didn't order you to celebrate Christmas. Not only didn't he order you to celebrate it, but he said that he hates it. So if you're Christian, like it says in Amos chapter 5 and verse 21, he hates your feast days. If you're a Christian, why do you do what God hates?
Right.
Make that make sense, Ronnie.
And he said it with such conviction.
Such
yes,
conviction.
I do. Yes and yes. He said it with such conviction. Yes and yes. Good night.
Ronnie, you might have to read Amos 5 and verse 21. You have to open up your Bible, Ronnie, and read Amos 5 and verse 21. It absolutely says that he hates your feast days. You can go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 2, where God commanded you to learn not the way of the heathen and don't choose any of his ways.
Right.
Chucky Ellis, I don't know what you think we're running from. You understand? I don't know what you're so worried about.
So like, is that the same person that was for the 12 tribe chart?
Yeah, I think he's asking about the 12 tribes chart. I don't know.
Well, we tell you to come across the line.
Scroll up a bit.
Today our topic is about, you understand, Christmas, and you understand, we're gonna go from the topic. And if you have, you understand, question from the 12 tribe chart, come across the line. Matter of fact, there's gonna be a bigger audience for you to debunk us. There's gonna be, you understand, people, you understand, from everywhere. The Jewish men are watching, or white people are watching, Arab people are watching. You understand? So you have a bigger audience to debunk what we say, to debunk the 12 tribe chart. So come to Cross the Line Radio and do it. I'm waiting for you. Let's go.
Yeah. There was somebody else asking questions here. Cherokee said Jerusalem and Middle East is an incorporated entity since 1947 to 48. Where's Jerusalem now?
You want to have that? You want to have that?
Jerusalem,
you want me to get
Jerusalem.
it?
Understand Jerusalem?
Okay.
You have to go to. And what those Amalekites did, you understand, taking over that land where Palestinian and sharing it and splitting it with the Palestinians. Amalekites did. That is not taking over that land where Palestinians were living and sharing it and splitting it with the Palestinians. Amalekites did. Just the land of Israel. That land where Palestinians were living and sharing it and splitting it with the Palestinians. Amalekites did. Just the land of Israel. That land where Palestinians were living. I got a small reverb. Sharing it and splitting with the Palestinians. Just the land of Israel. That land where Palestinians were living. I got a small reverb. Sharing it and splitting with the Palestinians.
But yes, your screen, yes, your screen flipped over here.
Okay, Salaki, that was my computer.
But yes, your screen, yes, your screen flipped over here. Okay. Chucky Ellis, again, I said you come on Cross the Line Radio. You understand? Come debate the 12 tribe chart on Cross the Line Radio. If you're gonna, you understand, and make sure you stand on it. All right. Chucky Ellis, the Bible also said, do not answer a fool. So which part you want to have? You know what I mean, Chucky Ellis? The Bible also said not to answer a fool, right?
So which part you want to
Unless you
have?
become just like him. So now, if you really, you understand, want to ask that question, I'm going to direct you once again. Cross the Line Radio. You understand? And come ask that question. You understand? Come on, please. Running witness said, you cannot prove any bloodline of being a Hebrew. No one can. Well, let me ask you that. Why you not talking against the Jewish man that's in Israel that's that's claiming that he's an Hebrew? He's a Jew. Matter of fact, we have history of us being Africa, the Jews being in Africa. We have history of you know said like the Jewish man from Africa or in Africa being sold by African to the white man. That's in our channel. We have that history, man. We have history of Africa, you know what I'm saying, the Jewish man being in Spain. And Spain took, you know what I'm saying, was running, you know what I'm saying, taking away the Jews. They fled back in Africa and hide in Africa. We have that history. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, we could. All right. Yes, we could. Chucky Ellis, every Thursday night, Cross the Line Radio is there. So like, please let me just add this. Chucky Ellis, you are not the first. Trust me, you are not the first. I will give you a hint, right? Make sure you come with everything proper, because you will be shown that you are a fool. Trust me, you are not the first. We've been doing this. This school been doing this since 1969. You are not the first. All right. So make sure you come with the proper knowledge and whatnot, and show us that you understand the 12 tribe chart is false. Show us that these people, let's say you understand, I'm a Levite, I'm a so-called Haitian today. Show us.
Seven already.
I took 20.
Hey, YouTube, can you hear me? All right, sound check, sound check. YouTube, can you hear me? Hey, YouTube, can you hear me? All right, sound check, sound check. YouTube, can you hear me? Hey, YouTube, can you hear me? All right, sound check, sound check. YouTube, can you hear me? All right, sound check, sound check. Hey, Salaki, also out there, you're on mute on TikTok. Hey, Salaki, also out there, you're on mute on TikTok.
Can you hear me? There's a reverb on your side, please. So this book says, you understand, like the North American Indian are the children of Israel. And you can find also in the, you understand, Christopher Columbus writings, where he said that he was coming to Azareth, which is where the Jews or the northern tribes was gonna go, you understand, to escape, you understand, slavery. You understand? So of course, like it's
Slack y'all on. Are you just live on TikTok right now? I got a bad echo. I'm trying to get in. Are you just live on TikTok right now?
Nah, I'm live on both. I'm live on both, but I muted the StreamYard.
Okay, so Salakia, YouTube. Just having some technical difficulties. I'm just trying to figure that out. Okay, I'm live on TikTok right now, Shadia. Can you hear me on TikTok? Okay, there's an echo coming from your sound right now.
Go ahead again.
Con, testing, sound test.
Yeah, what's your wild?
Okay, I'm 12 right now on TikTok. So let me see if I can add this to the stage.
And Chucky Ellis, the Most High is not shutting us down. Yeah. And Chucky Ellis, the Most High is not shutting us down. Matter of fact, you about to see this more all over the world. You understand? We are in Haiti. We are everywhere. Okay, Chris, and the problem is when you add up, add the TikTok on the StreamYard. So what you might want to do is be live on the StreamYard directly by itself, and just be live on TikTok, by itself. You don't have to join both of them. By itself, and just be live on TikTok, by itself. You don't have to join both of them. Because that's what we usually do. Like I said, like that's what we usually do, like for I.S.U.P.K 80 and whatnot. That's what we usually do. And so like a TikTok for the technical problems, because we try. This Thursday, I'm saying I'm waiting for you. Hopefully you be there. Don't be a punk and not be there though. I'm saying don't be a punk and not be there. That Cherokee K is heavy. Look, that's a perfect example. That's a perfect example of a lot of knowledge, no structure, a lot of knowledge and no base, a lot of knowledge and no discipline. You're all over the place, man. I suggest you try to rethink about everything. Cherokee, you say Indian mean
Okay, it should be good now.
Nah, you still have a reverb as well. Yeah, you still have a reverb. But Indian means, you understand, like gods in Latin. What is the word for it? Indios means gods in Latin. Are you sure?